Bros Deception. 3 students are chosen to participate in a scavenger hunt with a $10,000 prize. Is Melissa a fake or an entrepreneur? Is Bondi a cheat or a hard worker? And is Wolf a thief or filled with adventure? These 3 children race around Chicago trying to solve their clues first. But the scavenger hunt and all the people involved with it are more than meets the eye.
Ben Franklin's in my bathroom. When Ben Franklin accidentally gets transported into the 21st century, he cannot get enough of all the modern inventions, like indoor plumbing. Will Nolan and Olive be able to return him to his own time before anyone finds out? A great combination of history and humor that everyone will enjoy. Dragon with a Chocolate Heart. Adventurine is a feisty young dragon who tries to go on adventures with her family, but they keep telling her she is too young and not ready. She disagrees and is going to prove that she is ready. This spunky dragon gets tricked into drinking hot chocolate and then transforms into a human girl. Her desire for chocolate takes her on a whole new adventure into the human world. Sled Dog School. Matt is great with sled dogs, but terrible with math. For an extra credit project, Matt sets up a sled dog school. What he thought would be super easy turns out to be sort of a mess. Can he dig himself out of trouble, or will he get buried even deeper? Cosmic Commandos. Jeremy and Justin are identical twins, but the only thing they have in common is their looks. One morning, Jeremy finds a decoder ring at the bottom of the cereal box. He is not very impressed. Little does he know, the ring actually grants the owner a wish. Jeremy suddenly finds himself inside his favorite video game. He will have to battle all of the villains to win. Can these 2 mismatched brothers work together to beat the video game that has become their life? Survival Tales: The Titanic. Mutt, the dog, follows his owner to the RMS Titanic. Once there, he sneaks aboard the ship in search for his best friend Alice. With the help of a rat, the captain's cat, and some adorable kittens, Mutt must find Alice before the unthinkable happens. When the ship hits an iceberg, Mutt and his new friends must try to reunite with their humans and to survive.
Bob. It's been 5 years since Livy last opened the door to the bedroom closet, but Bob, a small green being wearing a chicken suit, has been patiently waiting for her to return and help him figure out his identity and where he belongs. After all, a promise is a promise.
Annie's Life and List. 5th grader Annie thinks it's all her fault when her parents decide to move their family from busy Brooklyn, New York, to the small town of Clover Gap. Annie blames her amazing memory on the move and hides her ability from her new friends. Then Annie discovers a secret hidden among papers in the attic. What really brought her family to Clover Gap, and will they ever be able to call it their home? Ghost Attack. When Lex and his cousin Sarah visit their grandparents' new home, they find out the house is haunted. That's a problem because Lex is allergic to ghosts. They try to get away from the ghost, but he just won't leave them alone. What does the ghost want? Can the 2 figure it out before Lex's allergies ruin everything? The Bicycle Spy. Marcel dreams of competing in the Tour de France, even though the race has been canceled for the last 2 years due to Germany invading France. While riding his bicycle to make deliveries for his parents' bakery, he discovers a secret that will change his world. Will Marcel use his bicycle racing skills and be brave enough to help his family with the resistance movement? Can he save his friend and her family from serious danger? Engineers. Have you ever wished that you had a robot who could do your chores and homework for you? But what if that robot started eating everything and farting? Ken and his friends, the Engineered, face the biggest problem they've ever seen or created. It's the Engineers against the robots in an epic battle to save their town, and possibly the world. Beware of the farting robots. Superstar. Lester, who has an autism spectrum disorder but doesn't know it, was always homeschooled. But now his mom has to get a job, so he is starting 5th grade in a public school. For the first time in his life, he is faced with challenges of making friends, dealing with bullies, and his intolerance for loud noises and schedule changes.
The outer space loving Lester learns about the school science fair and things start looking up.
Stella Diaz has something to say. Stella Diaz, a marine animal lover, starts a new school year with her best friend in another class. Stella sometimes gets nervous talking in front of people because she accidentally speaks Spanish instead of English and pronounces words wrong. Will Stella be able to overcome her fears of making new friends and speaking in front of the whole class? Find out, and Stella Diaz has something to say.
Tumblin' Blue. Blue Montgomery and Tubble Wilson are determined to fix their ancestors' mistakes and break the bad luck that has followed them around all of their lives. Legend says Munch, the mysterious golden alligator, will grant good luck to someone foolish enough to face him. As the blood moon draws near, Tumble and Blue have a shot at changing their luck. That is, if the legend is even true.
Wedgie and Gizmo. What do you get when you mix a bouncy, excitable superhero dog with an evil genius guinea pig? Hilarious adventures. Wedgie is a non-stop barking dog who loves everything. Gizmo is an evil genius guinea pig who wants to take over the world, but first he must defeat his nemesis, Wedgie.